To draw a histogram, our first step is to add one extra column called our frequency density. To calculate our frequency density, it's always our frequency divided by our class width. Looking at our first row, here our frequency is 90, so the frequency always goes on the top, so in this case 90, divided by our class width. Our class width is just simply 1 subtract 0. It's our upper subtract our lower, and 1 take away 0 is simply 1, and 90 divided by 1 is simply 90. So our frequency density for the first row is 90. Repeating this process for our next row, here our frequency is 48, so our frequency always goes on the top. In this case, 48 divided by our class width. Our class width is our upper take away the lower, or 1.5 take away 1 is simply 0.5. And dividing by 0.5, we double the numerator. Well, 48 divided by 0.5 gives us 96. For our third row, here our frequency is 22. So it's going to be 22 on the top, divided by our class width. Again, our class width is our upper take away lower. Well, 2 take away 0.5 gives us 0.5. And 22 divided by 0.5 gives us 44. For our next row, our frequency is 8. So it's going to be 8 on the top, divided by our class width. Our class width here is 3, take away 2, which is 1. And 8 divided by 1 is simply 8. And for our final row, here our frequency is 12. So it's going to be 12 on the top, divided by our class width. Again, our class width is our upper, take away lower. Well, 5 take away 3 gives us 2. And 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. So our frequency density is 6. When drawing a histogram, our vertical axis is always our frequency density. To determine a suitable scale, we always look for the highest frequency density. In this case, the highest frequency density is number 96. So our scale must reach 96 in our frequency density. Here I can see I can go up in steps of 10. When drawing each of the bars, I go the full width of my bar, so 0 to 1, and I must go up, in this case, the frequency density of 90. So 0 to 1, I go up 90. So mark 90, and 0 to 1, that was the width, and I go up 90 and draw my bar. For my next bar, the width will be between 1 and 1.5, between 1 and 1.5. And let's go up a frequency density of 96. So marking 96 and drawing my bar. For my next bar, it's going to have a width of 1.5 to 2, so 1.5 to 2. And it's going to have a frequency density of 44. So marking 44 and drawing my bar. My next bar is going to have a width of 2 to 3. So 2 to 3. And it's going to have a frequency density of 8. So marking 8, I draw my bar. For my final bar, I'm going to have a width of 3 to 5. So 3 to 5. And it's going to have a frequency density of 6. So again, locating 6 as my frequency density and drawing my bar.